Another form of sort rationalization, okay? The question says we should simplify 1 all over 1 minus square root 3 squared, okay? Now, solving this now, what do we do? We now, first of all, resolve this one, okay? Before finding the conjugate of it, okay? Now, how do we do it now? We now do it this way. 1 all over okay, we now separate it because this thing now here, 1 minus square root 3 squared is the same thing by this, okay? Now, we now solve it. This times this is 1 minus this times this square root 3 is square root 3. Then, starting with this one, minus 3 times this it will be minus square root 3. Then this minus 3 minus square root 3 times minus square root 3 will be plus 3, okay? Remember our first solving. What did I do? I now open the bracket, okay? 1 times 1 is 1 minus the same 1 times minus root 3 is root 3, minus root 3. Now coming to this one, it will now be minus root 3 times 1 will give us minus root 3. Then minus root 3 times minus root 3 will give us 3 plus 3, okay? Which will now be 1 all over 1 minus root 3 minus root 3 will give us minus 2 root 3, okay? When we add them, plus 3, okay? Then, which will give us 1, this 1 here plus 3 here, okay? Will now give us 4 minus 2 root 3. Then it is this one we are going to find the conjugate before we continue solving to get our final answer. Now, finding the conjugate of this will now be times, we use the conjugate of it to multiply. The conjugate will now be 4 plus, we'll now change the minus to plus, okay? 2 root 3 all over 4 plus 2 root 3. We now use it to multiply out. When we multiply now, we now have 1 times this will still give us the same thing. 1 times all the number here will still give us the same number up there. 4 plus 2 root 3 all over. This 1 times this will now give us 4 times 4 is 16 plus the same 4 times 2 root 3 will now give us 8 root 3, okay? Coming to this one, we now have minus 2 times minus 2 root 3 times 4 will now give us minus 8 root 3, okay? Then minus 2 root 3 times plus 2 root 3 will now give us minus 8, okay, that's minus 2 times 2 is 4, then root 3 times root 3 is 3, that is 3, that 3 now, root 3 times root 3 will give us 3, which we will multiply it with the 4, that is 2 times 2, that will give us 12, okay? We now have 4 plus 2 root 3, okay, all over this 8 root 3 minus 8 root 3 has killed itself, okay? Now we now have 16 now minus 4 times 3, which is 12. We now have 16 minus 12 will now be 4 plus 2 root 3 all over 4. 12 minus 16 minus 12 is 4. It will now be 4 over 4, okay, plus 2 root 3 over 4, which is equals to 4 kill 4 1 plus 2 kill itself to remain only square root 3 all over 2 kill 4 2, okay. So this is the answer.